Hey guys, it's me, DCThePurpleDiva, and I am doing a pop-up daytime chat on this rainy day. While I am drinking me some tea. Don't know if anybody's out there. Hey Neuralay, how are you? Hey Ola Joe. Yeah, I decided to do a little pop-up. It's raining here. Hey Latoya. How you guys doing? I'm at work, but as you guys know, I work from home, so I'm still at home too. Yeah, I had a good live stream last night, but at the end of it, I had to end it abruptly because my son started having a meltdown. Hey, Android Gaming. Yeah, I decided I'd do the Streamlabs thing. I'm going to send a tweet to YouTube to find out why I can't do it on my mobile app, though, because I should be able to, because I have enough subscribers. I don't know what was bothering him. He was getting really mad, and he was starting to hit things. And yeah, I needed to stop the live because I don't need another busted television set when I'm still paying for it. But it's raining here in Cali. So I have in the background, even though you guys can't see it, the impeachment hearings going on. It's on mute because we're not even listening to what's going on that. It's just nonsense. Oh, really? That's good. That's good. So now I know if I do like a daytime one, that it's a good time for some people. Yeah, I have it on mute, Ola Joe. It's on. I was listening to it, but yeah, it's on mute. And I premiered a video like probably about maybe 15, 20, no, it's probably 45 minutes ago now, on meltdowns. So it's kind of apropos that I did that right after he had a meltdown. Hey, Blood X, how are you? Yeah, I decided to pop up during the daytime using the Streamlabs. Yeah, thanks for putting that raid out for Dragon Lady this morning, because I was wondering what was going on with her. You've been trying to take your sleeping pill. Ah, okay. No worries, Miss Latoya. I'm doing good, Blood X. I'm doing good. I'm just sitting here working and talking to you guys. I had to figure out how to put the phone so that I could see the phone and see my laptop. I know you are everywhere, Blood X. He's popped up in my live before, Ola Joe, my nighttime one. Blood X is everywhere, but in a good way. Yeah, we're getting rain out here, so it's not. They didn't think we would get as much rain as we're getting, but it's a little bit more than they thought we were going to get where I am. But I'm not in one of the burn areas, so I don't have to worry about that. But the people that live in the burn areas are going to really Hopefully this won't be enough rain for them. I know he pops in. I am in the Los Angeles area. Is it? Yeah, well, they said we'd have rain today and tomorrow, maybe. And then it's gone. So it's not even that much. Not going to be that much rain. But you see I'm wrapped up because it is chilly. It is chilly. It's like probably in the 50s. And normally it's in the 70s here. Oh, you're in the Bay Area? Yeah. You guys aren't getting the rain. I think it's just really hitting down here in Southern California. We need it, though. We need the rain. Yeah, that's what I said. I think it's just hitting us here in Southern California. And there was thundering a little while ago. So I waited until the thunder stopped before I came on. Now it's just raining. Hey, Gigi. How are you? Thanks for coming. Guys, please don't forget to smash that like button. Hey, how are you, Leper? Is it raining there? Y'all got the rain there too? Yeah. Y'all need it too, though. It's good. When y'all see me not looking at the screen, I'm looking at my laptop because I am working. I know you guys did up in Northern California, and they were really bad. But they started to shift all of the interest down to Southern California because celebrities were involved in the ones down here, which wasn't right to me. Because I think a lot more damage was done in Northern California. Yeah, so y'all do need some rain. Maybe y'all can steal some of that Seattle rain. We all need their rain. You were in the area that was part of the power outage, Neural. I have some other friends that were up there, and she wasn't in the area with the power outage, but her father was. Hey, AKA James. Hey, you guys, if you don't have Mr. Blood X or anybody else in the stream, please go ahead. Feel free to grab them up. My streams are not growth streams, but I always want people to network. Because I know I have friends all over. Yeah, I know that thing was that was crazy. I didn't understand why they kept the power out for so long. And then, did you hear that Governor Newsom is trying to buy PG&E so that it's state run? Did you hear that, Neuralay? That is crazy. That's crazy that they're trying to do that. And then Mr. Trump is trying to blame Newsom for the fires. You know, because of, you know, the foliage and everything with trees and stuff, but I don't get it. Yeah, supposedly I'm I'm not sure if that's a good thing, you know, for the electric to be run by the state. Hey, Natural Curls, how are you? Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good thing for the state to be running electricity. You know? But PG&E is in bankruptcy. Yeah, regulated, but owned by the state. Then the state controls your electricity. I don't even understand why more people. Okay, Lever. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm not usually on camera on my live streams at night. But in Streamlabs, I'm on camera. I don't think it's a good thing that the government is going to would run the electricity. Are you, Latoya? I did have a room in my old house. My room, I had one of the walls was purple. Well, it wasn't purple, it was like lavender. And then my bedroom as a teenager was lavender. Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just not sure if the state of California running the electricity is the right answer. Hey, Larson. How are you? Thank you for coming. Yeah. Purple has always been my favorite color. When I was married, it was one of the colors in my wedding. I am enjoying the rain, Larson. I am. I know it's even though it's only going to be here for like 2 seconds. You know, we got 2 days of rain. I didn't think that we were going to really get any in the LA area. I thought it was mainly going to be hitting the Inland Empire, but you know, the weatherman doesn't know. I don't mind the rain. I have an umbrella. And I'm not out there driving in it with the maniacs. Oh, really? Really, Neuralay? Yeah. I don't think I've ever dated a guy that purple was their favorite color too. Even though I think I did go out with one guy that was in Omega Psi Phi, and you know that's one of their colors, but purple wasn't his favorite color. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. It was really nice because when I got married, it was in the fall, so we had like this really, really vibrant purple and a fall gray, and they looked really, really good together. All of the guys' cummerbunds and their ties were the purple, and they had on gray tuxes. Yeah, well, purple is royalty. You know, we're royalty. That's the reason I like it. That's a good thing, though, you know, Toya. It's good to have a lot of things in common. Even though they do say opposites attract, you know, but sometimes there's not balance. Hey, Dre and Trish. Thank you for coming. I decided to do a daytime pop-up on you guys. Since it's raining outside. Thank you. Thank you. I do it myself. I do it myself. Yeah. Wow. I get a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of people in here coming on during the day. I need to do this more often. And I can do it. I mean, if you guys don't mind watching me work while I'm talking. Yeah, it was a grape purple. That's what it was. It was like a grape shade of purple in my wedding. When I get married again, whenever that is, it's going to be real quiet. Probably just me and that person in a backyard. And I'm more into, I think I would like to wear like a African wedding gown because they're so beautiful. But I could find an African wedding gown that's purple. Yeah. Yeah, I put in, actually it's like 2 different colors because I use 2 different types of hair. I don't do silent streams. I don't know. I'm afraid to do a silent stream because if I leave the computer running, I don't know if my son will come in there and shut everything down. But yeah, because I know there's a couple of people that do streams while they're at work, and, they can't really talk, but I'm at work, at home, and there's nobody here but me. So I can talk to you guys. It's better than talking to myself. Yeah, I got this. I can't remember what the brand is. I think it's I want to say it's the Rastafari. I can't remember. Let me look. 1 second. I'm going to look. Okay. I'm coming back, guys. 1 second. Yep. All right. Here I come. All right, so this is what I used. Yeah. The Rastafari Bahamian curl. And then I used some of the Rastafari Jamaican curl. And the next time I'm going to do it all with the Rastafari Jamaican curl. Hey, Big Brown Food Review. Thank you for coming. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm able to jump into so many people's live streams because I'm at work, at home. So I can work while I'm in the live streams. Hey, Soul Alchemy. Hey, Arkwilly Kim. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. I can't do the PJs. I actually have to get up and get dressed, get some coffee. But today I'm drinking tea. And as you can see, I have like 2 bags in here. This is ginger. But no, I have to get up and get dressed. Even though no one can see me at work, I'm actually dressed. I put clothes on. Brush my teeth. But I know some of the other people that work with me, that work from home, they don't get dressed. They work in their pajamas. Because, there's people that are on my team all over the country. But yeah, no. I mean, if I was in pajamas, then you guys, I couldn't be on camera. Even though I know some people do videos, they do their live streams of themselves sleeping. I'm not that person. And then, I got a son here who's a grown man. I got to get dressed. I'm not going to be walking around in my pajamas in front of him. That's not proper. So, I get dressed. I mean, and because I work at home, that's why I'm able to have purple hair. Obviously, if I was in an office, yeah, no, and I'm a manager, I couldn't have the purple hair. But I don't work in an office. The few times I do have to go to the office, which is in Florida. Thank you, Ola Joe. That's right, guys. Smash that like button. Y'all never know when I'm going to pop up on y'all during the day. And I mean, you guys see me in other people's streams during the day. So, I just decided, today, instead of jumping in somebody else's stream, I'd open up a stream of my own and just get on here and see who would come on in. I'm glad that I did. Yeah, it's kind of dark in here, but I guess the computer makes it a little brighter. Yeah, you can put like little streaks of purple and stuff in an office setting, but all purple, I wouldn't be able to get away with that, except for when I do like the ombre. When I've done the ombre where it's just the bottoms that were purple, I could do that in the office. Hey, Lori. I'm so glad all you guys came. I didn't know if anybody would show up because this isn't my normal time. Yeah, I didn't think if anybody would come. Oh no, yeah, I love to have purple. I mean, I'm pierced and tatted up and all of that stuff, and then I got the purple hair. Yeah, all of this, all of that. But I work in a very conservative industry. And if I were in an office, I wouldn't be able to be like this. I wouldn't be able to be me. Yeah, guys, please, by all means, I want you guys to network and everything. Share out my stream if you can. So I'll be on here. I can be on here for a while now because my son's not home. I don't have to worry about a meltdown. I don't have to worry about that. And it's just me. Just me here. And it's a quiet day. It's a kind of quiet day at work. Yesterday and the day before, it wasn't so quiet. We had to get out a really big deal. You know what? Last night, Toya, you really missed I had a good live. Go back and listen to the one last night. Last night, I had one of my other friends on YouTube is an adult with autism, and I got him up on the panel last night, and he talked about his experience growing up, and and he had been in a conservatorship, but he was able to go to court and get himself out of the conservatorship. And I didn't even know that they could do that, because that's one of the reasons why I don't want to put my son into conservatorship, because my understanding is that he could never get out of the conservatorship. But Angel was able to get out of his. So, but go back, Toya, and listen to that one. Definitely listen to that one. And then I had another friend from another stream. She got up on there for a minute, and she's doing homeschooling too, just like you, Toya. She's not in Virginia, but she's in the Carolinas. So it might be somebody that you might want to connect with. Her name is she's in Jovi's lives too. Her name is Cherry. I've done the red Auburn. I haven't done pink. I've done like a fuchsia. You know, I've done a couple of different ones. I don't know why they don't have this up here as a 3. If you guys wonder what I do for a living, I work in regulatory compliance. And part of my job is going back behind people and correcting what they did if it's not right. Yeah, it should be 4. Thank you for coming, Soul. I so appreciate you coming through. Hey, little bit. Thank you for coming. A little bit of everything. Jaleesa, thank you for coming. I'm just working and talking to you guys. How are you doing? Now it's just drizzling. It was raining earlier. Now it's just drizzling. Hey, Terry. I told you. And because I had to, end so abruptly because David was having a meltdown last night, I decided I'd come on for a little while today during the day to make up for that. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I know y'all hear that like tantrum music in the background. My goddaughter made that. I like it because it kind of goes with the rain outside. And it's not the same music that I usually use at nighttime. So I thought it would be cool to use different music. But yeah, no, Terry, since I work from home, I can come on at any moment, really. I just, don't usually come on during the daytime. I'm usually supporting other people's lives. But I think that it's a good thing for me to do this every once in a while. Keep y'all on y'all toes. Y'all don't know when I'm going to pop up during the daytime. And I see I'm getting a good turnout too, because like all you guys on the East Coast can jump in easier when I'm on during the daytime, because my nighttime is like after midnight. Yeah, but Lefford, I'm getting a hang of doing the panels. I'm getting a hang of doing them now. I'm learning, and I'm understanding that getting people up there to talk doing the live streams really does make it more into a talk show. And then it helps with engaging, so that it's not just you up there. Makes it more interesting. Not saying that I'm not an interesting person, but then you guys don't have to just hear me just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, for 2 hours. Hey, how are you, Kota? And Ariane's Adventures. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I didn't know how I was gonna how I was going to do this during the daytime, but it looks like I'm able to do it. You know, when I'm not having a really, really busy day. And since I'm in, you know, Streamlabs, I can't type into the thing because I don't know how to. But guys, yeah, please network, talk to me, talk to each other. But yeah, I want everyone, if you get a chance, to please go and take a look. Oh, okay. All right, Gigi. Take a look at my last vlog. I finally put up another vlog number 28. And I talk about meltdowns, and I talk about resources that are available for them. And one of the things I talk about, even though, you know, I'm more specifically talking about them for people on the autism spectrum, I really think that it would work even if you have a child that has these types of issues that's not on the spectrum. Yeah, I have StreamYard, and that's what I use when I come on at night, Coda. But I'm sitting at my desk, so I'm on Streamlabs because I'm gonna have to tweet YouTube to find out why I can't do it through my mobile, because I have enough subscribers, so I don't understand. So I'm gonna tweet them. They gave me my community tab, so obviously they know I have enough subscribers, so I don't understand why I still can't go through the mobile app. Hey, Jess, so blessed. How are you? Thank you for coming. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump day. 2 more days to go. And guys, can you believe that Thanksgiving is next week? Can y'all believe that Thanksgiving is next week? And I'm going to be starting to get more and more emotional because my mom's birthday is at the end of this month. And she's been gone since 2011. But I always get really, really emotional and really, really miss her a lot during the holidays. So I hope, but next week's going to be a good week because I thought I was going to have to go to work on Friday, but my company decided last week that because the other part of our company that we bought doesn't work that day. Thank you, Ola Joe. Yeah, even though it's been a while, it's still you're always going to miss your parent. You're always going to miss a parent, especially if you're close. Were you? Really, Coda? I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah. I think Terry worked with people on the autism spectrum too. Adults at one point. Yeah. I talked about that too last night. That, for me, I don't think that a group home would be the right answer for my son, at least not at this point. I would see, I can, because in some of those situations, you have to be really careful because not everyone. Hey, Auntie Mama. Hey, Terry L. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Thank you for checking in on your lunch break, Auntie Mama. Oh, wow. Yeah, and I was talking about that. I was talking about that, Coda, in my video about the meltdowns when you're dealing with adults. You know, that sometimes in order to restrain them, you have to put them in what's considered like a psychiatric hold. And, you know, you can possibly become injured as the caregiver or the parent. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that, Coda. I'm so sorry to hear that. And that's why, you know, one of the things I was saying that it is really, really critical, especially with people who are on the spectrum that are non-verbal and maybe extremely autistic, to get that intense ABA, even as adults. But it's much harder to get it as adults because insurance doesn't want to pay for it. I'm good. My son is 24, so he's an adult. Wow. Wow, Coda. People just don't understand. They do not understand. That's why I call meltdowns the dark side of autism, because they can be really, really violent. Wow, Ola Joe. Thank you. That's why I'm here. I just want to, I want to, talk about it because, a lot of parents just deal with it in silence. And I mean, you have the so-called support groups and stuff on Facebook, because it's hard a lot of times to be in-person support groups. But those support groups on Facebook, most of them are not very supportive. Not very supportive at all, because parents get in there and some of them get on their box and start preaching to other parents and start condemning other parents for things that they're doing. It's just crazy. I know, see, that's the thing with, you don't want it to get to the point where a parent is afraid of their child. And that's what happens a lot of times. And some of those kids end up in group homes, and no one tries to deal with it, as a teen or as an adult. And it's really, really, they think that medications are the answer, but the meds are not the answer. It's helping the individual to deal with whatever's going on. Hey, Takara! Oh, Takara, I'm gonna cry. Hey, oh, Doris! Takara! Oh my God! I can't believe you here. Ain't nobody seen you online in a million years. I am doing so good. Oh my goodness. I'm getting all kinds of folks that I haven't seen in so long. Yeah, Terry L. And see, the thing is, people don't understand is that with people on the autism spectrum, they can have meltdowns their entire life. And it's just, you have to help them to deal with it and to figure out what's triggering them to do this. Because they harm themselves, and and then you have the instances where you have them trying to bite you, and that doesn't just happen with children, it happens with adults. Yeah, exactly. Regressing to, yeah, I have a 24-year-old who still bites. But they don't talk about this. They don't talk about this behavior. They don't talk about any of this. This is, that's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Because, they put a lot of people on the meds for the behaviors, but the meds are not for autism. The meds, yeah, they may help with the behaviors, but those meds are like for psychotic episodes, and they're looking at the autistic meltdowns as psychotic episodes, and they're not. They have to do with the fact that their brains don't process things the same way that we do. It's not easy, Jalisa. I mean, we're getting him into behavior therapy, but a lot of times I will stop what I'm doing, go over to my son, hug him, try to get him to understand that it's okay, try to get him to calm down. But sometimes that doesn't work, and it becomes a full-blown meltdown, and you have to try to restrain him or to get him to be in a position so that he's not going to injure me. Yeah. They need to have talk therapy, especially if they speech therapy, but the behavior therapy is something that really should be intense at a young age, so that by the time that they get to the age where my son is, you don't have these issues. But back when my son was diagnosed, they were just getting into learning about adaptive behavior therapy and knowing the benefits of it. Yeah, that's the truth. You have to make sure that they understand. And that's why the behavior therapy is imperative, and it's imperative by people who know what they're doing. Like, I always tell people to look at some of the practices of the Center for Autism and Related Disorders, because they even have things online to help with it. Yeah, it gets tough when they hit puberty, Terry. That's when it really, really gets tough. Because when they're younger, most parents can handle a young kid. But when they get to puberty, especially if you're talking about a boy, and even if you are a taller woman like myself, it comes to a point where he's stronger than me. And I can't pin him down to stop the meltdown. I definitely can't do it now. He's 24 years old. He's almost 6.5 feet. So I have to use other methods. That method would work for like a male who's working with him, but that method doesn't work for me. Hey, Green Organic. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, guys. Yeah, and that's when, and Coda, that's really when you start to see the depth of an autistic meltdown or tantrum. Thank you, Green Organic. Hey, Obsessed with Lawns. Thanks for coming. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. And please, please, please network with everyone else in the stream. I know, Takara. You know who else? There's a big YouTuber that I think that found out that her kid has autism. She doesn't talk about it that much, but she did a video about it. Dama Wilson. And her son's like, I think 2 or 3. Yeah. Hey, Sopito. Health, weight, and real talk. Hey. Yes, I'm here in the daytime. I'm at work. I'm at work too. I just work from home. Yeah, y'all see my picture in the background? This painter named Emmy Lou painted that for me when my son was young. And when I do my book, when I publish my book about raising my son, that's what I'm probably going to be using as the cover, that picture right over there, you guys. Well, here's the thing. It's not that it didn't exist. It's that they didn't know what it was. It's probably always existed, but they didn't know what it was. You know, but back in the 40s, you know, you had it in the 1940s, and they were seeing cases of it in Europe, and they were seeing cases of it here in the United States. You know, they called it autism infantile because they thought that it was something that went away. They went through thinking that it was the mothers, the parents, it was their fault because they were unfeeling, cold parents, all kinds of crazy stuff around autism. And some of those beliefs still are held in certain parts of the world. In Africa, for example, a lot of places, they blame it on Western. They think it came from the West. But one of the things that we do know, even though they try to skirt it under the rug, is that the vaccinations, when being given to Black and brown, they do cause a higher percentage of autism in our boys. And they don't know why. But that is true. And they don't know why. But parents also don't know that even, you know, because they've now made it mandatory so you can't not get your child vaccinated in order for them to go to school, that you can ask the pediatrician to unbundle them, meaning you don't have your child get them all at one time. And parents can ask for that. But most parents don't know that they can do that. And most pediatricians don't know that they can unbundle them if the parent asks. Hey, Barry. Hey, Kathu. How are you guys? Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, you guys know my knowledge and stuff on autism, I have to be an expert. I have to. Hey, Jackson's RC Aviation, how are you? Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Don't forget. And please mix and mingle by all means. Please mix and mingle. When you see me looking away, it's because I'm working. This person just did something really stupid. Okay, that one's fine. Hey, Kingsley, Cindy, TV. Thank you for coming. I'm not saying it's just with people of color. I'm saying that there is a higher propensity in Black and brown boys after the vaccination. But no, by no means am I saying that it only is affecting children of color. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm not saying that. But the CDC knows this, and they swept it under the rug. It does make you wonder, but I mean, the United States government can't afford that. But that's the reason why you have some countries where they don't do the vaccinations. Like I believe in Italy, they stopped doing them. It's not mandatory because they saw that there was a link. I mean, and be honest, we don't really, when you give a child those vaccinations, for all intents and purposes, you're giving them a small portion of that particular, disease. And you really just don't know what it's doing to our kids, because a lot of kids that come up with autism after getting those vaccinations, they start to have epileptic seizures. My son didn't have them, but it caught, the kids didn't have seizures, and then now they have seizures after they've had the vaccinations. Now, my son did have what they call night terrors, and I believe that started after it. No problem, Terry. I understand, because this was a pop-up. This was a pop-up. But I think we're good. I don't see any trolls. So we should be good. If I start to see trolls, I'll bring it up on another app. On my iPad and stop the music. I know my son didn't have the seizures, but a lot of people on the autism spectrum do. A lot of people on the spectrum do. Yep. And see, that's the thing is that they don't know why the vaccines, they don't cause autism, but they make it more so that the child will develop it. And I really think it's because of how soon they are giving them to our children. Because when most of us were children, the vaccinations, we did get the vaccinations, but they were spread out. I mean, we got vaccinations all the way up to the age of 5 or 6, because most of us can remember getting some of our vaccinations. Most of us can remember it. But the thing is the parents don't know that they can have them spaced out, rather than not getting the vaccinations. Because I don't know if that's the right answer too, because then you put your child at jeopardy of getting the measles, or, the German measles, or the mumps. I had the chicken pox and I had the mumps as a child, because they didn't have, They did. I didn't get the shot. I hadn't had the vaccination before I got the mumps. I got the mumps before they could give me the vaccination, so I just had them. So I never had to have the vaccination for that. I did get the vaccination for the measles and the German measles, and I had the chicken pox, and they did not have a vaccination for the chicken pox when I was a kid. So that's something that's new. My son got the vaccination for chicken pox. But on the flip side, because I did have chicken pox as a child, I also am under that percentage of people that could possibly get shingles as an adult. I rebuke that ever happening to me. Yeah, that's the weird thing is that they think that there's I guess they think that you shouldn't get the chicken pox if you've had them already, but I don't know. I don't remember because I was like 2 when I had the mumps. I know that when they have the mumps, it's like, you have swelling in the glands and stuff here. So I assume that it's probably painful for the child that has them. Hey, 02 Homestead, how are you? Doing a daytime pop-up. And I see that this works for a lot of people. Oh, you got the chickenpox vaccine at 19? I didn't get it because they told me since I had them. You got shingles too? I'm praying that never happens to me. But I had the chickenpox when I was like 3 or 4. Which is probably good. Because I was at an age where I couldn't do a whole bunch of scratching. I'm imagining if you get them when you're older, there's a whole lot more scratching involved. Yeah. And then, but yeah, I have heard of some people ended up getting the chickenpox even after they got the stupid vaccination for it. That's kind of crazy to me. What's the point? What's the point of getting the vaccination if you're going to still end up getting them? Yeah, I was young when I had them. But I'm not a no vacciner. I'm not on that bandwagon, but I just think that if they were given at a later time when the brain is more developed, that it wouldn't be, then maybe there won't be as high a likelihood of them, becoming autistic because they're past that cutoff when they're getting these shots. But, I don't know. They haven't done any research. They just swept it under the rug. But I'm telling y'all, the CDC knows it. That was that 1 week where they had the CDC whistleblower. And nobody knows what happened to the person because that person is in hiding at this point. Yeah. And if you live in a state like where I live in California, everybody has to get them. They can't go to school if they don't get them. Can't get them. And for a while they had it where they could have an exemption. Now they can't even get the exemptions for religious or medical reasons anymore. Not here. I don't know how it is in other states, but sad kid, how are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like my purple hair too. Who's that person? So anyway, how you guys? The sun looks like it's starting to come out here, guys. Okay, all right then. Thanks for coming through, Ola Joe. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I try. Yeah. Yeah. Can you look into that? Sad kid. Who are you? Why are you asking me how tall I am? Oh, it did rain in your garden, Green Organic? A science project? You asked everybody that? Okay. Well, if you want to know how tall I am, if you go look back at some of my videos, I think I mentioned how tall I am in one of my videos. But I'm not sure. You put it in your diary. Sad kid, you sound a little strange to me. You sound a little strange to me. Hey, Ricky D, how are you? You saying you're a nice person, but I don't even know you, sad kid. I don't know you. I'm good, Ricky. Hi, JBZ. How are you? Good day to you. How are you? That what you just said right now doesn't even make any sense, sad kid. And I think that you might be a troll. That's what I think. Yeah, it was kind of early probably for you. Yeah, I don't like people that are acting kind of weird in my live, sad kid. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you're coming in here acting weird. We're all about positive vibes over here. We really, really are. If you want to know if you want to know something, you cut. Well, why was your account shut down? Are you a troll? Are you a troll? I'm just wondering. You change. That's not making sense to me, sad kid. That's not making sense to me. Let me see. Who are you? I'm going to your channel, Sad Kid. Okay. You have some videos on here. All right, just don't come on in here asking crazy kind of questions. You know, be respectful, Sad Kid. That's all we ask in our stream, is for everyone to be respectful, okay? So let me just move that back. And I'll put my sound back on. Let's see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I had to shut my sound off. There it is. Just making sure with you, Sad Kid. I'm saying be respectful. That's all I'm saying. I'm respectful, and I want everyone in the stream to be respectful. So when you ask weird questions, I said black people. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think you misunderstood something. I think you just misunderstood something in the stream. Okay? So I'm going to put the music back on so we can go back to having our nice, peaceful vibe. Because I didn't say anything about... I said people of color, and I was talking about vaccinations. All right, Jackson's RC, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you coming through. Yes, that kid, I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about vaccinations and how they affect males of color. And I wasn't just talking about black people. I was talking about black and brown. And I was talking about it in relation to autism. Sad kid, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Your ethnicity doesn't matter to me. I have family that's Filipino. I don't really know a whole bunch of Tagalog, except for the bad words. JB notifications, are you? Is it JBZ-fications? JBs. Yeah, I have a couple of other friends here on the on YouTube that are also adults with autism. Really? Well, yeah. I speak, you know, from the perspective of a parent, but last night on my live stream, I had one of my friends who is an adult on the spectrum, and I had him to speak from his perspective, which was very, very interesting and very enlightening. So, you know, I welcome you to the stream and welcome you to say whatever you have to say. But yeah, I'm talking about really how those vaccinations do have some type of effect. Sad kid, I wasn't talking about you being disabled. That was not, I was talking about vaccinations and their connection to autism. That's what I was talking about. But I don't consider autism a disability. I consider a neurodiversity. So I'm not sure where you're coming from. Okay, all right, so you just misunderstood what I was saying. Okay. All right. That's what I kind of thought, that you were misunderstanding me. That's what I kind of thought was what was going on. Because I think you came in the middle of the conversation. But that's all good. Yep. That's what I think. You know, but yeah, we don't have any specifically racial conversations like that about autism. Only that I was stating a fact. And it's a fact that the CDC keeps hidden. But knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. But yeah, it looks like the sun, well, I misspoke. The sun came out for like 2 seconds. It's gone back behind the clouds again, and it looks like it's about to rain again. It looks like it's about to rain again. Yeah, but I follow a few channels, JBs, that are adults on the autism spectrum, because I like to know what adults on the spectrum feel and their thoughts about it, because a lot of things that they articulate are probably the same things that my son is feeling, and he is an adult, but he doesn't articulate everything, you know? So I always like to hear other adults on the autism spectrum perspective. But as I said to Sad Kid, I don't consider autism a disability. I consider it a neural diversity. They just think different. And that's good. You know, the issue is that people have a problem with accepting something that doesn't fit into the box of what they consider. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here on YouTube, is to try to help change that perception, because I don't want that to be how people treat my son or anybody else that's an adult. And people need to remember that autism does not end at age 18. It keeps going on. And you have a lot of adults out there that are dealing with it. They can't, a lot of them, it's hard for them to get jobs because people have a stigma on autism, thinking that just because they have autism, they can't do a good job. Hey, vegan homeschooler. Thank you for coming. I know. You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, like my friend Angel. You know, the things that he had to go through as a child have made him a stronger person. I mean, he had to fight to get out of a conservatorship because they had decided when he was younger that that's what was best for him. But as an adult, he had the wherewithal and figured and found out what he needed to do to have that changed and be able to make his own decisions and be able to, you know, start to live more independently. Drug-free, no drugs. Stop taking the meds, all of that stuff. That's really, really good. That's really good that you did that, Latoya. That's a good thing. Yeah. I mean, my son has a cousin that's 3 years older than him, but and they're more like brothers. And Joshua is very, very protective of his cousin. Even though David is an adult now, he's very protective. Because, he knows. And then the thing is that anything can happen. Oh yeah, I was a thorn in the school district's side the entire time my son was in school. I think they were happy when he turned 22, so they didn't have to deal with me anymore. Because I was always in their face. Always in their face. And I still feel like I didn't do enough. Hey, Roanne. Shouts out to you in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great discussion on autism, Terry. It really, really, really was. I mean, I didn't even have any idea that was the direction that it was going to go. But I am so glad that Angel was there last night and that he was able, and felt comfortable enough to share his story. Because people don't think about the way that the individual with autism feels. They don't think about that. They don't think about their feelings. And that they are a living, thinking person, whether they're verbal or nonverbal. And the thing is that you even have those who are nonverbal, but they still can communicate. I mean, you have that one girl, I can't even think of her name, that the father helped her to write the book, where she communicates, by texting things out. And they didn't figure out that until she was a teenager. And she's completely nonverbal still, but she has a way to communicate. And she wasn't stupid up in there, she just was trapped in there because she couldn't use her own voice. So, I come from the parent perspective trying to fight that fight, but I commend every person on the spectrum that is able to fight that fight for themselves. I know it's dry up there where you are, Terry. One of the other people in the stream is in the Bay Area, and they said it's dry up there too. But it's dry right now, but it looks like it's going to rain again. Looks like it's going to rain again. Just trying to make sure I did this right before I close this. Yep. I gotta go look at that. Hey, AGC Magic. I'm sorry. How are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with me for a minute. I know my conversation can get deep sometime, but I'm really passionate about autism. So I hope you guys don't mind that. I just like to make sure, I just like to give out the knowledge that I have. Hey, Miss B-Town Hester. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I just popped up on you guys. Decided to do a pop-up today. Oh my God. Autism Live is in the house. Shouts out to Autism Live. If you guys are not following them and looking at their programs that come on every day during the week, check them out. Check them out. The show is by my friend Shannon, and they give out a lot of information, and they really talk about the Center for Autism and related disorders, and about ABA therapy through them and the Living Skills program. Yes. I shouted you guys out in my latest video as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Autism Live is in the house. That's a great resource, Toya, because that's who I've been telling you about. Definitely sub to them. And go find them on Facebook too. They have a Facebook page as well. Absolutely, anytime. I'm so glad and honored that you came through. A lot of the information that you guys give, that you give on the program, I talk about it on my live streams, and I'm always trying to get people to come over there. Thank you guys for coming on through. Thank you everyone for coming on through. This is such a surprise to get so many people to come through during the daytime. And I didn't even schedule this. I just popped up on y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I am honored that you guys are honoring me with your presence. Please, everyone, network. You know, and if you want to know more about autism and get more information, please grab up Autism Live. They have a program that comes on every day, Monday through Friday, at 10 o'clock a.m. West Coast time, and it can be seen all over the world. Hey, AJ, good evening. Yeah, JBZ, you should, check it out. Yep, Vegan Homeschooler, check them out. Absolutely. Check them out. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. I stumbled upon them. So I tell everybody. And if any of you guys have watched watched the live that I did at the Art Fest, the vlog I did at the Art Fest, I knew about that Art Fest because of Autism Live. And it was a really good experience for my son. And I can't wait for that show that's supposed to be coming out in January of next year. And it's coming up quick too, guys. It's coming up quick. Oh, wait a minute. I'll be right back, guys. Keep talking. Coming right back. chilly. I am chilly. Back, guys. Born in the Northeast. Yeah. I was born in the Northeast, in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. But I have been in California for a very long time. And the reason I'm still in California is because of my son having autism and the services that he was able to get as a kid here. So couldn't leave. It was what was best for him. But yeah, when I was talking to you guys earlier, and I was talking about living skills in the ABA, that I was talking about is something that's with CARD, and that's something that Autism Live talks about a lot on their programming. It is really, really helpful for caregivers, adults, and parents. And it's something that we're about to implement for my son, who desperately needs it. But I definitely implore, anybody to go back and look at the video that I put out today discussing the dark side of autism, meltdowns and tantrums, and just talking about, how severe they really can get. And just talking about the resources that are available to help with that. You guys still there? Are you guys still there? I see you. I see y'all still there. But I have actually done some more. Thankfully, I guess the impeachment hearings are off. Now it's on regular TV. Thank you. I have done some more reading on that book by Robin Crawford. So tonight in my live stream, I am going to talk a little bit about that at the beginning of the live stream tonight. So if you guys, those of you who can tune in tonight, please do to that. But I'm looking at the time, and I know my son is going to be getting home from work probably in another, I want to stay on for at least another 3 minutes though. Make sure I'm on for at least an hour and a half. God, I stayed on for a pretty good length of time, and I only thought I was going to be on here for like, a minute, really, because I didn't think anybody was going to come through. But I'm going to have to start doing some of these during the daytime. I'm going to have to do some of these during the daytime. You guys aren't saying anything, but I know y'all are there. I know you guys are there. But we're coming to close of the broadcast in another minute or two. I'm going to jump off in another minute or so. But I really thank you guys all for coming on over here today. I really, really do. I hope you guys can still hear me. Somebody put up a sign that y'all can still hear me. And that I didn't mute you. Let me see, is my microphone working? Everything seems like it's working. I think you guys can see me. I hope you guys can still see me. But I think I lost the chat. I think I lost the chat. So I can't see the chat anymore. Because the chat is just sitting still. And I know you guys are still there. Ugh. I hate that part. Well, That sucks. Because I can't even see anybody. I can't see people talking in the chat anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this. I will be back on later tonight, guys. I might pop up again. Who knows? Who knows? I might pop up again today. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the live because I can't see the chat anymore. So I don't know what anybody is saying. So I will be back on later. I'll be on StreamYard on my laptop when I come on later, I think. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. All right. Peace, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you guys later. Bye. Okay. I think I just figured out how to end this live, you guys. So I'm going to end this live finally. I'm going to end this live finally. This is so crazy. All right, guys. I'm going to end this live from earlier. Yeah.